Hey there folks, I got a new knife for you. What I have here is a Nessie Tanto slip joint from Chris Taylor, Taylor Made Knives. I met Chris the first time at New York Custom Knife Show. My good friend Mauricio, Mr. Uribe on Instagram, actually introduced me to him. He goes, Mike, you gotta check out this new knife maker and his slip joints. Now, I am fairly new to the slip joint EDC community. I'm a fan instantly. I do love the work that goes into it. And Chris is such a nice gentleman, such a nice person, so approachable. And, you know, for his first show at New York Custom Knife Show, I just thought he was such a gent with so much information. I was glad to see that he got a table at Blade Show. He was in the second room, if you guys went. And this is satin, so I gotta wipe it down. But fell in love with this blade shape. This is the Nessie Tanto. Now he makes a bunch of different slip joints. I myself, now I guess I am fairly new at this, so don't over criticize. I've never seen this blade shape on a slip joint. Now I don't know if Chris pioneered this or if there's others, but I just thought it's so kind of cool, the blade shape. AEBL stainless on the steel. It's got a full hollow grind on the blade. You can see where the hollow is with the satin. It's got a nice little swedge up top. It's got a nail nick. Now it is pinchable. If you saw the way I opened it, I pinched it open. Or you can deploy it using the nail nick. It is a two-hand opener. He's got brass hardware, brass pins. And he's got this Federal shield, which he fashioned himself, made from OD green canvas, which looks pretty sexy, pretty traditional from what I understand. The slip joints, most people put a Federal shield just for aesthetics or for function. Some of them are pinned, from what I understand. They're pinned shields that actually holds the, now they don't hold these scales, that holds the covers. Got to get the lingo down, the covers down. I believe it's just aesthetic. I don't think it's a pinned shield. But beautiful light gray G10. I love G10 and the texture it just produces. And you can see how nicely contoured the G10 is. Nice work by Chris Taylor. And there's Chris Taylor's signature right there. Just a beautiful, nice little EDC. Now, this was Chris' first Blade show, and I think I finally found him like on the second day. Blade show was kind of like a shit show for me. I personally feel like the Blade show people did a terrible job like labeling the tables. They would have the tables, they would have the numbers, they wouldn't have a legend on the bottom of the poster saying who the tables belong to, which was, I thought was like fucking retarded. So it took me a day to finally find Chris. Chris was definitely one of the people I wanted to check out. I wanted to see what he had. I saw this on his Facebook group. This was like a month or two in the making, so this definitely caught my eye. I just love the monochromatic look to it. It is like gray G10, but it has like a greenish hue to it, which works with the gold brass. I love that look. I just love the look of the blade. I don't know if everyone feels the same way when they look at this. I don't know if traditionalists with slip joints might not like it, but I just love it. I also have a custom order with Chris, yet to be determined what model. I gotta DM him on Instagram. Such a nice person, so accommodating. Listen to my rant about lottos and how to run lottos. What do I know? I've never run a lotto in my life. He still entertained my thoughts and opinions, and that's a good person. That's one of the good things about Blade shows. You get to meet the maker, right? They get to walk you through the knife. Fell in love with this right away. He had like a bunch. I forgot how many he had. He probably had like, I want to say he had like, shoot, I don't know. He had a lot. He had a lot of knives over there, but this was the one that spoke to me. I entered his lotto, and I got notified, I think Saturday, you know, he got one of those beep beep lottos and ran right over there. Good energy. Chris got good energy. His wife, so awesome and accommodating. And you can see that they were excited about the show. And that's what Blade Show is, right? You know, I think that's just so cool. Beautiful grinds. You can see the grind. Hopefully the light's not too bright. But met a lot of cool knife makers, and Chris was definitely the ones that I sought out at the show. But yeah, just want to share that really quick with you guys. I'll put the link to his Instagram below if you guys are interested. You know, just a nice gent. Makes you feel good supporting a knife maker who's just a nice person, willing to talk to the community. And you could see he was. And I'm glad he had like a little bit of a following coming over to him. And, you know, people discovering his work. You know, in this world of slip joints and folders, it's hard. It's kind of easy just to disappear. And I give it to these knife makers that keep making the knives and keeping themselves current. You know, it's so competitive out there, you know. And I think a big part of being a knife maker is just having the personality to deal with customers, you know, and entertain their questions. And I know they're repeating the same answers and answering the same questions over and over and over again. And they have to maintain that enthusiasm, you know, because this is new to this person, this new customer. So I think Chris and his wife did an excellent job on that. Just really nice people. I can't say enough how nice these people were. Give him a follow on his Instagram. Find him on Facebook. He often does do lottos on his knives. This is $600 on the table, and pretty much that's standard for Chris's knives, around the same price and up. You know, it is a custom handmade knife. I mean, it's not for everybody, right? It's not for everybody. If you're new to the knife collecting or knife buying community, it's a learning curve. But $600 for a handmade knife, supporting an American maker, I think that's pretty reasonable. All right, this is something I'll probably pass down to my grandson. This will be in, you know, I don't flip my knives, I don't sell my knives, but good work, Chris. Yeah, please go check him out. Peace.